Hello everyone, I'm Max, Head of Marketing, and next to me is Nicola, our CEO. We're live here in Zurich at Labwear HQ, preparing the last couple of things for our upcoming launch. Last couple of weeks were intense, but we're incredibly excited to show off what we've built. This thing is truly crazy. So in the next 10 to 15 minutes, we'll show you our solution to solving the mess that is fashion manufacturing. So manufacturing stops being a pain point and becomes the strength that we know it can be. For the people like you, creatives brave enough to go out there and build your own corner in fashion. First things first, why are we delusional enough to think that we can take on an entire industry, Nicola?
After 4 years in this industry, you need to be somewhat delusional, otherwise you don't really survive. And that's exactly where we started the company 4 years ago with wholesale blanks. This then quickly turned into a manufacturing agency. And about 2 years ago, we launched the first version of Labwear OS. Not the most advanced platform, but still we had more than 70,000 people signing up. We managed to get MOQs all the way down to 50 pieces, something that people told us is impossible. We manufactured over 1,000 production orders, and we have visited more than 100 factories at this point.
Now, our unique position in between brands and factories showed us two things very clearly. First off, we're all fed up with the big names. We crave an authentic fashion experience, and let's be real, true creativity comes from the bottom up. At the end of the day, it's your designs they're stealing, not the other way around. And what's nice, technology's already kind of leveled the playing field. Just think of Shopify for e-commerce or social media for marketing, even the camera on your phone. Small teams can already outperform multi-million-dollar companies when it comes to attention. One way or another, this will lead to an increase in market share. Independent brands are next up.
Second of all, getting product delivered reliably is difficult, really difficult, and most of you guys probably already know that. It takes very large organizations to manage this complexity, and volume is simply king. So there's this massive gap between what independent brands need and what the status quo of manufacturing is offering. To put it very simple, independent brands are not profitable for factories to work with. There's a ton of manual work, back and forth communication, emails, sampling rounds, and all of it just for an order of 2-3K. A factory can make any money on this. Meanwhile, big orders fill their order books and provide them with safety. As a result, small orders are never a priority for a factory, and after all, you end up chasing one supplier after the other. Lead times are slow and delivery is unreliable, and in such an environment, it's truly hard to build a brand, and before achieving scale, most brands simply disappear in the search for a good supply chain. This is what we call the Bermuda Triangle of manufacturing.
And what's the most frustrating part about this is that the big brands are the ones that can handle this. They take up the entire factory space with their orders, and because those pay the bills, the industry has basically been built just to serve them. It's created a system that's great for huge quantities, but it's totally broken for smaller brands. This is also the exact same dynamic that creates the fashion landscape we've seen for the past I don't know how many decades. Big brands dominate, independent ones fight for the scraps. And as we see it, manufacturing is the backbone of this. And until that changes, fashion is locked in this state. Time to flip it on its head. So this is where we come in. Labwear OS is our attempt at reinventing an entire industry. At core, it's a digital manufacturing platform, an intelligent software built around a digital sourcing workflow connected to a vetted network of world-leading factories. In English, this translates to MOQs as low as 50 pieces, lead times of just 4 to 7 weeks, all the manufacturing capabilities your brand needs, and full visibility so you're always up to date. It turns fashion manufacturing from a pain point into a strength. All right, enough teasing, time to show you guys what you came to see.
So this is the all-new Labwear OS here as well with the AI Copilot. This is where truly every project starts. Here we have, let's start producing a workwear jacket. And let's find out about MOQs, estimated prices and lead times up front before even creating a tag pack and submitting it. So here we see, okay, MOQ is 100 pieces, price around €30 mark, and a 6-week lead time. You can either press the buttons inside the Copilot or simply input a text to move forward and interact with the Copilot. So we're going to be generous. Let's input 300 pieces. And if we are happy, we can move forward by creating the tag pack through the Copilot. Let's name the product here. Our workwear jackets collection already selected, spring summer 26. We can select a quick template right there. So here we have the tag pack, the all new tag pack setup with all of its modules, in this case all empty. And you can, if you're a pro, this is pretty much all the freedom you could ever have to create a tag pack, or you want to use the Copilot assisted way, and it will guide you through step by step in selecting materials, for example, and kind of completing the tag pack step by step. So let's move over to a completed tag pack so you guys see that one. So here I completed the workwear jacket already. You see the bill of material, you see the measurement chart, you see all of the construction details added to the garment. You see an embellishment here, large patch. And the great thing is, in the back end, we're already running a supply chain simulation here specifically for China. So you see the price as you are designing your product, and you see the lead time as well that we project for that specific garment. And if we are happy with this garment, now we move over to the procurement flow. Let's check how the sampling section is looking. So here you see I have 2 samples already going on. You see the estimated time of delivery, very important information. Then you can check every single production step, which one is completed, which one is going on, and QC documentation. So inside the factories, we take pictures, we send it to you, you approve it. And all of this, you then receive the sample at your doorstep, you give us feedback, you move over to production, confirm bulk production, and there it's pretty much the same. You have real-time tracking for bulk production, and in case there is any risk for any delay, you will be notified immediately, and our platform checks for rerouting options if there are any other factory with available capacity, but that hopefully is not needed that often. And very important, factories are obviously as well on this software system. So what is truly important to achieve any sort of change, we had to get factories on board with this idea, which meant that we had to make small orders a profitable business for factories. This is why we partner very closely with our factories to build an integration that matches their setup and cuts most of the manual admin work. They receive production-ready tech packs to fill their capacities, and you guys get to tap the manufacturing infrastructure you need.
Let's talk about where these garments are manufactured. As you know, no 2 hubs are the same. Garment manufacturing relies on very complex networks, and so differences are massive. Our goal is a global network where every hub can play to their strengths. Our first version of this consists of 3 main hubs that are directly integrated into Labwear OS. We have northern Portugal, we have the Guangdong region in China, and the Shanghai region in China. Our factories in northern Portugal are centered around Braga and Barcelos. That's our first love. That's where we started out 4 years ago with our wholesale blanks. If there's a textile factory, we've seen it. It's an industry with a very rich history. Many factories are 2 or 3 generations old. There we've built a battle-tested network of 9 Tier 1 suppliers, 12 Tier 2 suppliers, with a monthly capacity of 50,000 garments. From here we can offer the best cotton-based fabrics, jerseys, fleeces, French terries, and also world-leading garment dyes and vintage washes. When it comes to rich lifting colors, no place compares. And crucially, we managed to offer lower MOQs starting at just 50 pieces. Factories are smaller and product complexity is lower, and with the insane relationships we got to build over 4 years, we got it all the way down to 50 pieces. And crucially, the Made in Portugal label is proof for one of the highest sustainability standards globally. Now, China. Here we started building our network just 6 months ago. And we gotta say, this is a really exciting and quickly developing industry. It might just be the most advanced hub globally already. The factories there really understand our vision, and we were able to quickly onboard 7 Tier 1 suppliers, 15 Tier 2 suppliers, with an approximate capacity of around 100,000 garments a month. From here we can supply anything based on synthetic fibers, meaning anything activewear or performance wear, When it comes to this product, there's really no place like it. All of the cool running gear you've been seeing lately comes from there as well. But it's also our go-to when it comes to more complex constructions, jackets or pants that require lots of different materials and processes. Our deep networks and skilled factories allow great quality at competitive prices. And lastly, custom trims. From here we can supply customized zippers, pullers, you name it. That being said, whatever you need, we got it. Especially now with China integrated, you get access to pretty much any product your brand needs. Labwear OS is a true one-stop solution. We're not going to get into the whole menu here, but if you want to see the full range, please go check it out on the OS. Link in the description. And of course, as we expand our networks and build out our processes, these capabilities will only expand.
So essentially, we turn the Bermuda Triangle of manufacturing into the Bermuda Triangle of winning. You get access to mad capabilities, as Max just outlined. Production is fast and reliable, and you don't need to chase suppliers anymore. Labwear OS does this by itself. So what are you going to do with all that time that you now have available?
Well, that's a great question, Nicola. With the time and money this frees up for you, we need you to go out there and be the best brand you can be. Invest in marketing, design sick products, build community, and take those inspo trips to Paris or Coachella. You do you. We know your to-dos are full, and fast fashion is not going to fight itself. Because if your brand is thriving, you feed the loop that democratizes fashion.
And if we guys are growing and more brands are manufacturing through Labwear OS, the production volume grows, meaning that more factories join the platform. And more factories means that we can accelerate lead times, make it even more reliable, and the capabilities grow. So what's the end goal here? If we manage to push lead times to under 3 weeks, we'll unlock production on demand, meaning no more need for inventory. And this is the holy grail to scale a fashion brand. Super excited to launch a platform after months of true hard work. And if there's one thing we learned after our last launch, where we had 16,000 people within 2 weeks on the platform, is that we need to do a limited launch so that we can give you guys the best possible experience and support early on. And that's why we decided to only make 500 seats available in this first wave. There will also be feedback buttons, so you can instantly share your thoughts and let us know if anything is not working. Our tech team is here to improve the platform continuously. Link is in the description. Sign up to the waitlist. Excited for you guys to see the platform. Thanks for watching. See you guys around.
Like, comment, and subscribe.